Hello guys, and welcome to my Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction tribute playthrough and guide. Please check the video description for more information about this video. Because I won't do any more talking, I will let the game speak for itself. So just sit back and enjoy this awesome game, and I hope that you'll like the video. Thanks for watching.
Greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here.
There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
This place is trouble. This cave has been purged of evil.
You have cleansed the den of evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice.
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel. My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement. If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her.
Join my army of the dead.
I can hardly believe that you've defeated Bloodraven.
It is clear that we are facing an evil difficult to comprehend, let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim sage, schooled in the most arcane history and lore, who could advise us. His name is Deckard Cain. You must go to Tristram and find him, my friend. I pray that he still lives.
This ancient tree has an aura of magic about it.
Ah, very good. I have translated the runes on this scroll. You must find the cairnstones and touch them in the order that I have written.
Tristram was no match for Diablo's fury. Deckard Cain! Get to the rogue camp!
As a token of my gratitude, I will identify items for you at no charge. To prevent the
You have risked your life to rescue Cain. For that we thank you. We must seek his counsel immediately.
And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins, was buried alive, and her castle, in which so many cruel deeds took place, fell rapidly into ruin. Rising over the buried dungeons in that god-forsaken wilderness, a solitary tower, like some monument to evil, is all that remains. The Countess's fortune was believed to be divided among the clergy, although some say that more remains unfound, still buried alongside the rotting skulls that bear mute witness to the inhumanity of the human creature.
Your blood will boil.
I hope to find other such treasures.
Good evening.
When I fled the monastery, I left behind the Herodric Mallet, my enchanted smithing hammer. If you can retrieve it for me, I'll use its magic to strengthen your equipment.
Ah, the monastery. On Dariel's stronghold. I hope the sisters appreciate this thing.
Good to see. Oh, thanks so much for returning the Herodric Mallet. I will now imbue one of your items with magical powers.
It is certain that we face the Demon Queen, Andariel, who has corrupted the rogue sisterhood and defiled their ancestral monastery. This does not bode well for us, my friend. Ancient Herodric texts record that Andariel and the other lesser evils once overthrew the three prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal, banishing them from hell to our world. Here they caused mankind untold anguish and suffering before they were finally bound within the Soul Stones. And Dariel's presence here could mean that the forces of hell are once again aligned behind Diablo and his brothers. If this is true, then I fear for us all. You must kill her before the monastery becomes a permanent outpost of hell, and the way east lost forever.
I am overburdened. The evil queen has fallen.
Hello.
Good day.
The caravan is prepared. We may now journey eastward to Lut Gholein. Good day.
Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Lut Gholein, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city.
Hello. I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful. In the sewers below our city, there lurks a horrid creature that hungers for human flesh. The creature has killed many, including my son and my husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please, be careful, though. That beast has taken enough from us already. The sewer entrance is through the trapdoor, just up the street.
What a misguided monster.
They say that the taste of vengeance is bittersweet, but I find it to my liking.
Ah, the lost Horodric scroll! What a fortunate turn of events! As the last living Horodrim, I alone have knowledge of its meaning. Now, to read the Horodric runes it bears. The Horodric mages, after binding Baal within Tal Rasha, magically sealed off his burial chamber from the mortal realm. Those same mages also crafted fearsome Horodric staves, and imbued them with the special power to open the chamber's hidden door. After nearly losing one to the thievery of a rogue sorcerer, they divided all the Horodric staves into two parts, wooden shaft and metal headpiece, hiding them separately to safeguard them. The Horodrim foresaw our current plight and designed the hiding places to reveal themselves to worthy heroes like you. Collect both parts of a Horodric staff and unite them using a Horodric cube. Then you may enter Tal Rasha's burial chamber.
I've discovered a reference to a similar eclipse several hundred years ago. It says that some desert-dwelling snake demons had erected an evil altar which caused the sun to go black. Perhaps we're dealing with something similar here. Look for an altar in the Claw Viper Temple.
Who would have thought that such primitive beings could cause so much trouble?
You did well in destroying the Claw Vipers. I've been researching the old records, trying to find the location of Tal Rasha's tomb. Though I haven't found the tomb itself, I may have a good lead for you. The great Vigerai summoner, Horizon, built his arcane sanctuary somewhere around here. He was a powerful spellcaster and kept demons as slaves within the sanctuary. He kept a close eye on great events, too, such as the imprisonment of Baal within Tal Rasha's tomb. If you could find Horizon's sanctuary, I'm sure that it would hold some clue as to the tomb's location. Though I doubt Horizon is still alive, you must proceed with caution. There's no telling what could be waiting inside. When I spoke of this with Lord Jaren, he asked that I send you to him. Perhaps he knows of a secret entrance or the like.
I have heard of your many deeds of skill and bravery. I feel I can trust you with something I have been hesitant to speak of. Drognin and I have concluded that the Dark Wanderer who passed through here recently was Diablo himself. Drognin believes that Diablo is searching the desert for the secret tomb where the great Horadric mage Tal Rasha keeps Baal imprisoned. You must find Diablo and put an end to the terrible evil that has fallen upon our city.
That couldn't have been Horizon. Poor wretch.
Seekers of the tomb of Tal Rasha will find it through the portal. But know that the glowing glyphs recorded here in my arcane sanctuary are the signs of the 6 false tombs. The missing 7th sign marks the tomb of Tal Rasha. Of the Horadrim, he might be called the foremost. It was a shining but brief moment for the mage clans when they set aside their differences and worked together against the common enemy. The Horadrim relentlessly pursued the 3 across the desolate empires of the east and even into the uncharted lands of the west, leaving the Archangel Tyrael's hands unblemished. Presuming the 3 to be vanquished, the Horadrim's unstable fellowship began to dissipate. Abandoning their sacred charge to safeguard the 3 soul stones, the disparate mage clans began to squabble amongst each other over petty differences. Their conflicts not only dissolved their brotherhood, but strengthened the evils which they had buried beneath the cold earth.
Greetings. I thank you, mortal, for my freedom. But I did expect you earlier. I am the Archangel Tyrael. I came here to prevent Diablo from freeing his brother Baal. But I have failed. Now terror and destruction roam free throughout your world. Even now, they head towards the eastern capital of Kurast, to the very heart of the Zakarum Temple. There they hope to find their eldest brother, Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, who was imprisoned there ages ago. If the three prime evils unite, they will be invincible. Though it is unclear as to what their aims are, it is certain that they must be stopped at all costs. I am broken, and the energies that tie me to this world are diminishing rapidly. You must take up this quest and prevent the three brothers from reuniting. You must cross the sea and search for Diablo and Baal in Kurast. Now, hurry, mortal. Time is running out for all of us.
I don't sense any magic about this item. Very strange.
Back in LoD Golain, Meshif told me he had a fondness for jade figurines.
Well, I gave you my word and brought praise you. That jade figurine will complete the set I was collecting. Here, I've had this statuette of a golden bird for years, but I consider it a fair exchange.
I've read legends about a sage named Kuile, who studied the mysteries of life beyond death. If I remember correctly, his ashes were ensconced within a golden statuette.
Ah, the golden bird of Kuile? Thank you, my friend. From the ashes of Kuile, I have mixed for you a potion.
As I told you before, I placed an enchantment upon the dark side in order to keep the demons at bay. But lately, the enchantment seems to be weakening. If memory serves me correctly, there is a holy Skatsimi blade that could revitalize the enchantment. The blade is called the Gidbin. Find it, and our sanctuary here will remain safe.
I must take this to Ormus.
You have done well, noble hero. Ormus congratulates you. The old spirits of Skatsim will watch over you for returning their sacred blade. Now, after all these years, Ormus will once again use his powers to protect the innocent from the shadow. The spell that protects the dark side shall now be reinforced.
Greetings. Hello there. You must be a great adventurer now that fewer of the Iron Wolves are needed to guard.
Never forget that your ultimate purpose here in Kurast is to destroy Mephisto. The ancient Horadrim imprisoned the Lord of Hatred inside the Guardian Tower that is located within the temple city of Travancore. Know this, friend. The only way to gain entry to Mephisto's prison is to destroy the artifact known as the Compelling Orb. Mephisto used this device to control the Zakarum priests and their followers. The orb can only be destroyed with an ancient flail imbued with the spirit of the one incorruptible priest. Soon after his imprisonment, Mephisto worked his evil corruption on the Zakarum priesthood. All were turned to his dark ways, save one, Kalim, the K. Hagen of the High Council. Mephisto directed the other council priests to slay and dismember Khalim, and then scatter his remains across the kingdom. The priest Sankakur succeeded Khalim as Khagan, eventually becoming the embodiment of Mephisto here on the mortal plane. The corrupted High Council fashioned an orb to control the rest of the Zakarum faithful, and used their powers to hide the lair of their master from mortals. Your task is to collect the scattered relics of Khalim, his heart, his brain, and his eye. Then, using the Horodric Cube, transmute Khalim's flail with his relics. Once this is accomplished, you must destroy the compelling orb with Khalim's will to open the way into the corrupt sanctum of Mephisto. Once properly imbued, Khalim's flail can destroy the compelling orb and reveal the way to Mephisto. Place it into the Horodric Cube along with Khalim's relics, his heart, his brain, and his eye. Then transmute them to carry out Khalim's will. Ridding Kurast of the Council of Zakarum was essential. Still, there is more you must do. The compelling orb, too, must be destroyed. Diablo and Baal must be close to finding their brother Mephisto by now. You've no time to waste. Masterfully done, hero. You have crafted Khalim's will. Employ it to destroy the compelling orb and open the way to Mephisto.
It pains me to waste time with you, so I'll get right to the point. There is a very special book which you must find for me. It was written long ago by a sage known as Lam Essen, who studied Skatsimi magic and the effects of the prime evils on the mortal world. The Black Book was lost when the children of Zakarum took over this land. Now you must reclaim it without delay. Its knowledge may aid us in this dark time ahead. You have found the book. It should give all of us here some insight into the nature of the prime evils.
Black day to hell.
You have found a source of information powerful enough to turn the tide against the Zakarum. Search the tower thoroughly. Mephisto must not escape.
You're too late.
Mephisto shall no longer darken our souls with hatred.
It is good to see you again, hero. Mephisto's There is a dark, tortured soul who was trapped within this forsaken realm long ago. He was called Iswal by mortal men, and in ages past he was my most trusted lieutenant. Yet, against my wishes, he led an ill-fated assault upon the fiery Hellforge itself. Despite his valor and strength, Iswal was captured by the prime evils and twisted by their perverse power. They forced him to betray his own kind and give up heaven's most guarded secrets. He became a corrupt shadow of his former self, a fallen angel, trusted neither by heaven nor hell.
Tyrion was a fool to have trusted me.
Thank you, hero, for putting Iswell's tortured spirit to rest. May the light protect you and the powers of heaven shine upon your path. But if what you tell me is true, then I fear that we have been played for fools all along. Iswell helped Diablo and his brothers trick me into using the Soul Stones against them. Now the stone's powers are corrupted. With the combined powers of the Soul Stones under their control, the prime evils will be able to turn the mortal world into a permanent outpost of hell.
The time has come for you to destroy Mephisto's Soul Stone. Take the stone to the Hell Forge. Place it upon the forge, and strike it soundly with the hammer. Only by doing this can you prevent Mephisto from manifesting in this world ever again. Congratulations, hero.
The time has come to hunt down and destroy Diablo himself. But beware, the Lord of Terror is not to be underestimated.
Proceed, hero, into Terror's lair. Know that Diablo's innermost sanctum is hidden by 5 seals. Only by opening each of these seals can you clear your way to the final battle. Not even death can save you from me.
Praise be to the light. You have accomplished the impossible. Diablo and Mephisto have been banished back into the black abyss that spawned them, and the corrupted soul stones are no more.
If you're here to defeat Baal, you must prove it. As we speak, Harrogath is under siege by Baal's demons. Catapults rain death just outside the town walls. Baal himself travels up the sacred mountain, having left in charge here one of his most vicious generals, Shank, the Overseer. A ruthless taskmaster, he lashes his own minions into suicidal frenzies on the battlefield. If you wish to prove yourself to us, destroy the monster Shank that commands those infernal catapults outside Harrogath. If you manage to do this, return to me.
Harrogath can rest easier now.
You're an even greater warrior than I expected. Sorry for underestimating you. As a token of my appreciation, I will craft sockets into an item of your choosing. And from now on, you'll get the best price for all my wares.
Afternoon. I am Qualkek.
the senior man-at-arms. My concerns have turned to my men taken prisoner on the battlefield by Baal's demons. I hate to think what's happened to them. As you journey up the mountain, keep your eyes open for my soldiers and bring them back to me if you can.
Help us! Let us out! Let us out! Help us! Let us out! Over here! Let us out! Let us out! Over here!
Follow me.
Thank you for rescuing my men. They have spoken well of your bravery in battle. Perhaps there is hope for us after all.
I am amazed to...
There is a matter which I hesitate to share, but I believe you are the only one who can help me now. Anya, the young alchemist and daughter to one of our slain elders, has been missing for some time. She is a strong, crafty woman with a spirit like no other. One night, just before your arrival, I overheard her and Nilathak arguing about her father's death. The next morning, she was gone. Nilathak has his own tale as to where she went and why. Don't believe him. I fear he's at the root of her disappearance. Please, if you can, search for Anya and bring her back to us. She'll know what to do about Nilathak.
Hero, Nilathak did this to me. If you've come to help me, my only hope lies with Mala.
So, that snake Nilathak was behind Anya's disappearance, and he trapped her with a freezing curse. Here, take this potion to Anya and give it to her. That should release her. Thank you so much for bringing Anya back to us. I have devised this spell to increase your resistances as a token of my thanks. I know it isn't much, but I hope you find it helpful.
You have proven yourself a true hero to me, and thank you, hero, for rescuing me. To show Nilathak told me he struck a deal with Baal to protect Harada. In exchange for the demon's mercy, the misguided fool plans to give Baal the relic of the ancients, our most holy totem. Doing so will allow Baal to enter Mount Ariat unchallenged by the ancients. I tried to stop Nilathak, but he imprisoned me in that icy tomb. Nilathak must be stopped before he dooms the whole world. As much as I would love to strangle the life out of him, I'm afraid I haven't the strength. You must go to his lair through this portal I've opened, kill him, and then bring back the relic of the ancients. Stop Nilathak from destroying what we have striven for eons to protect. Your power was no match for mine. Good evening.
You have stopped Nilathak, but he didn't have the relic. He must have already given it to Baal. Now Baal will not be tested when he reaches Ariat's summit.
What needs?
Damn Nilathak. I do thank you for trying, though. Please, allow me to honor your courage by magically inscribing your name onto an item of your choosing. It's the least I can do.
Good evening.
Every time I hear of you, warrior, your deeds become more legendary. But take heed, you are approaching the very summit of Mount Ariat. I have never dared venture there. It is sacred, our most holy place. The legends say it is guarded by the Ancient Ones, who block the path of all who are unworthy. Your reputation here does not matter. It will be the Ancients who determine your worthiness. Good luck.
The Ancients must be close.
We are the spirits of the Nephilim, the Ancient Ones. We have been chosen to guard sacred Mount Ariat, wherein the world's stone rests. Few are worthy to stand in its presence. Fewer still can comprehend its true purpose. Before you enter, you must defeat us.
I can't.
Remember this. Baal once possessed Tal Rasha, one of the most powerful of the ancient Horodrim. Your battles with Mephisto and Diablo will pale in comparison to your battle with Baal, the Lord of Destruction, aided by Tal Rasha's knowledge. Oh, the mountain itself will tremble when you clash.
Has fallen.
Hello.
I am impressed, mortal. You have overcome the greatest challenge this world has ever faced and defeated the last of the prime evils. However, we are too late to save the World Stone. Baal's destructive touch has corrupted it completely. Given enough time, the World Stone's energies will drain away, and the barriers between the worlds will shatter. The powers of hell will flood into this sanctuary and eradicate your people and everything you've labored to build. Therefore, I must destroy the corrupted World Stone before the powers of hell take root. This act will change your world forever, with consequences even I cannot foresee. However, it is the only way to ensure mankind's survival. Go now, mortal. I have opened a portal that will lead you to safety. May the eternal light shine upon you and your descendants for what you've done this day. The continued survival of mankind is your legacy. Above all else, you have earned a rest from this endless battle.